A lot of names. Some people are starting to know them now, which is cool. But a lot of names. And I am doing by Phree. The Trump. You go ahead, let them know real quick who you is.
It's your girl for the truth. That's with a PH. You know what I mean? Spell my name right. Don't compute in fat girl. What else is a part computing on it? But this is Phree. PH. I have many trainings and gifts and business, and so just the best thing is just Googling freethetruth.com and get in touch on all things Free the Truth. Right now, I'll push it happy, healthy, healing, try. And such a story that we were talking about our traumas earlier is, things that are real issues, but things that I feel like are really part of our mental health. And so I'm pushing conversation, and that's what I'm doing my platform, convo sessions, and meeting otherwise. And now I'm here with SongLab. Thank y'all for adding me on to this wonderful project. I'm happy to be here, and that's this preacher.
We are here, as she said, at another Song Lab. But something's different about this Song Lab. We've actually done the last 6 or 7
first.
There was Bona.
Yeah.
And now we're out here in Atlanta. So we are like in a mecca.
Yeah, it is.
Of hip hop, pop, R&B, of like
right
music, really. And we brought Song Lab out here just to expand our horizons, expand the base. And we're joined, just like with every Song Lab, in the podcast room with 2 artists, producers, comedians, the people that keep your ears, ringing with new greatness. And I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, shout out how you can connect with them, shout out how, pretty much a little bit of what they do. And also, if you could, shout out Song Lab. Then we finna ask you guys a few questions and close it with a few sound bites if you don't mind. So I will push it to the other side of the table, and I'm gonna start on my right, but I don't know if you look at it. My white.
Go on the white t-shirt.
Yeah. I'll tell you that with the other yes. I don't want me to it's hearing what I'm going to guy in a white t-shirt. All right, go ahead.
That would be me. Everybody, the dog and the faint song for every year. I go by IQ. I'm from New Orleans by way of Houston, Texas right now. I was in the area, found out about it, and decided to sign up and decided to take advantage of this. It felt like it was something beautiful, encouraging, influencing the culture and moving forward. So, I'm just praying to be a part.
Very awesome.
With the lab.
My name's King. I'm a performer under the name Urban America. Now I'm a songwriter and performer, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. And I pretty much like to be involved with anything involving creative expression, networking and things of that nature. So here I am, ready to mingle with more people and hopefully build some beautiful things.
Nice. Well, we're definitely here ready to rock with you. And what Song Lab is all about is the creative or the collaborative spirit amongst creators. And so we like to help facilitate that, and that's why we're in this building. Today, we're not really having a Song Lab recording session. We're just doing like showcase.
Yeah, we're
showing each other's music, networking, getting a vibe going before tomorrow. Registered. You actually able to come back tomorrow too, so there's no issue there. But what we have going on is we want people to be able to just shout themselves out, kind of get some interviews done today, because we may not be able to get them all done tomorrow. So really, if I could get from you guys, what do you have going on currently, and what are you most excited about as far as, say, your next releases or what you're working on right now? Let me again start them, all right? Let me feel like you.
Right now, I would say this right here. I've been, of course, doing songs and beats in my own confinement. And I taken it upon myself to say this year is where I'm going to get out and present myself to work. So actually doing that, I got signing to a guy named Kev. when he's in California, he does stuff for TV. Something next. So all of the trap beats you hear on the commercials and the beats was the rap and TV stuff. Now that TV does that. So I'm doing stuff on the TV side, and also I came on here because a company called Cymatics had an event last night with the producer S1. He's done stuff with Jay-Z, Beyonce,
Yeah.
Eminem, something like that. I was part of his class, and someone did it, like, so I had to come and meet someone did that. So now I'm just putting myself out there, and I'm starting to see that I'm getting a positive feedback. So legally, other creatives and also influencers like myself, I feel like this is the perfect spot to where I can network and buy stuff from. Being in four walls, but he had heard.
Yeah. Oh, I love all of that.
How about you, King?
Absolutely. To piggyback off of that, I mean, I'm in a very similar space as far as putting myself out as the forefront. I've been behind the scenes for a long time, for a lot of years, managing artists, writing for other artists, putting together artist showcases, doing artist development, things of that nature. However, in the past year or two, I guess you could say I found my voice, so to speak. I've always known when I wanted to say, but I don't really make club music and things like that. So to fit it in the landscape of was current, you know. It was a bit difficult, but I finally have been in a creative space where I feel like I've done that. So I'm most excited to answer your question directly. I'm most excited about the EP that I'm about to release. Okay, was to add 7 songs, but plan on releasing it at the end of this month. And for the first time, I'm really going to showcase my voice and what I bring to the table versus what I'm used to doing, which is write for other artists and their voice and their energy, and which isn't necessarily always a lot of my, you know what I mean? So definitely that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I have a song out on YouTube right now called Bad Example. And like I said, I'll be following that up with the EP and as well as some visuals as well.
Oh, else? Does it get pushed out?
We do have the YouTube. Is it?
Let me play it after we get done. But I do want to dive into like just for the sake of knowledge and keeping up the culture, because you said specifically that you were releasing a EP versus just I'm dropping it out versus the mixtape versus. So just for the people who are not in tune with the culture and music, and why said that specifically, why did you say you're dropping an EP?
Just for those who may not know the terminology, a mixtape is typically music that you release for free, not on the main streaming site, something that's promotional only. EP versus an album, the main difference is usually the length. Typically, an EP is going to be somewhere between 3 and 6 or 7 songs, whereas a full-length album is usually going to be, 8 plus songs. So I'm specifically releasing an EP because I don't have any of my personal music out on the market yet. So rather than release a full-length project, which we know in today's day and time is these kids all got everything. So at being an unknown entity, I'm not sure if my fan base is at less than an hour and a half long project.
Right.
However, I'm not just gonna come out with one song either, because typically that's the formula for a one-hit wonder. You got one song, everybody gravitates towards it, but there's nothing to hold on to. So I feel like an EP is a good balance between.
Are you still recording even though you're not like making it an album? Are you still like recording?
You mean in the meantime, like
Yeah.
for the album? I'm always.
Okay, I'm like, just so you don't lose that stuff, because like every time I hear people say something similar to that, I think of Russ. You know, Russ in years. Like he had catalogs of music just sitting there that people didn't know anything about. He had a phone and just sparked everything, and now they're looking for Russ, and now they have catalogs of music to be a fan of. Like it's just waiting to be discovered. Right. So don't feel like you gotta have the audience right now to create and build all your content. Like your content is endless. Like that's infinite.
That's your library.
It's the most purpose. It's going to put that out there.
Appreciate that.
And
I'll shake.
100%. Now, I can actually throw that same question to you. Are you still, you're producing, you make beats, you pretty much have a catalog. Do you have a library that you sell versus the library that you're using to get placing it on in video?
Yeah, exactly. I'm in 1,000 pieces right now. I have my catalog that I'm doing strictly for TV, and then exactly how he's saying, I like my own stuff. Of course, being older, I do like my hip hop and the stuff like that. So that's what I like to do. But of course, I do got to touch the mainstream, so having more stuff current. So kind of setting up to have catalogs in different places. So TV is one thing, but I do have the mainstream to where I do have a beat store online. Then I do make the stuff for like the wide rays and little babies and the stuff for the kids to go download that and buy my beats as well. But then if I do find time to take on the artist, then I'll be catering there. So right now, everything is in a founding stage to where I'm organizing everything to where now we can have a certain workflow and everything going down. So, yeah.
One of the main ways that like artists are able to get the client